Welcome back, my dears. So happy to see you again in the heart of Ukrainian Carpathians. Life in our village is full of challenges, handwork, and delicious food. Join us in today's sweet honey adventure. While I'm starting my day, please support me with subscription. And here it is. Warm sun, beautiful green landscapes around, and the freshest summer air. That means today is the best day for honey harvest on our own apiary. Honey and wax was always important for Ukrainian culture and cuisine. This is a part of agriculture, too. These products are valuable, and everyone cares about the highest quality. Sometimes you can find scammers. They make liquid caramel of water and sugar that looks like honey and sell it like a real one. Always be careful, look at the colors, smell, and ask to try. Honey is golden with a smell of herbs. While feeding these cuties, I can remember my favorite morning and night drink when I was little. Honey milk and a recipe of my mom if you got a cold. Add cinnamon, anise, ginger, and butter. And you'll get well tomorrow. Like experienced beekeepers, we have all the equipment. Professionals got ready for the process before the process. And I can promise you, it's gonna be interesting. If you want to see more rural life tasks, write in the comments. In ancient times, people didn't have any modern apiaries. Houses for bees were built just in the trees. Ukrainians used to call it borts. Bees and borts were protected by the law in times of Kievan Rus. While producing honey, bees build honeycomb. This beeswax is also very valuable. It's used for candles, food keeping, and packages. In our childhood, it was a local gum for kinds. With no bees inside, sure. Collecting the honey is satisfying and scary the same time. That's why my husband always works in protective hat. But he's not afraid of bees, and they never attack him. This is what a professionalism mean. Getting the honey doesn't mean just visit apiary. The hardest processes wait for you after that. But with a good equipment and a big passion to beekeeping, everything is a pleasure. For getting honey from the combs, we need to put it into extractor. It helps to ruin thick wax structure and make our liquid treasure free. Don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell to see more inspiring videos. Ukrainian honey is one of my favorite all over the world. Taste of it always depends on region and on flora there. Carpathian honey has a strong, rich taste with notes of wild fields flowers, forest, and needles. This is very delicious. Just look at the color. This is a true color of mountains honey. But this is not the only one best. In some central and south parts of Ukraine, honey is light like a champagne, is but good as well. Now the straining, to avoid bees or petals left in the honey, and to make the texture of product even better than it is. And I always adore looking at that process. Honey is not only a way to get well after illness. Today, I'll show you a recipe that every generations of Ukrainians are literally crazy about. It's one of the most delicious historical dishes, Medovik, that literally means honey cake. This cake is the simplest and the hardest ever. It's only two things to do, dough and cream, but it's hard to make them really tasty. So first, I make dough base of honey, butter, sugar, and baking soda. With this base, eggs and flour, I'll make a dough. After baking, it becomes so aromatic because smell of the honey is really unique. People like it that much that you can find perfumes, body cares, and candles with honey. No one knows for sure when Medovik was created. One legend says that it was created by chef. That was cooking for Russian Empire Queen. The information he got was wrong. She hated the honey, but he thought she liked it a lot. In fact, the queen hated honey. She liked this cake very much. In times of Soviet Union, it became popular again. It was a big holiday to have Medovik at home. Nowadays, you can buy honey or even the whole cake in every shop. Another thing about Medovik, you can't bake it like a whole cake. After baking, it becomes very thick and dry, like a gingerbread. So, I make pieces, roll, and bake them separately. Cake is good, but cake won't give us energy and nutritive value to live active rural life. So let's move on to the dinner while my dough is resting in the fridge. Chicken wings are amazing while you're cooking it at home. I'm sure a lot of us love fast food where it's crispy and hot. Also, there are tons of nice Asian ways to make. If you have your own best chicken wings recipe, share in the comments. For today, I chose the simplest, but the very delicious way. Some garlic, favorite chicken spices, soy sauce. I think it always goes good with every side dish. And the secret ingredient. This episode is all about the honey, so I add it everywhere. Soy sauce, meat, and these aromatic gold. Amazing combo of sweet and savory. Sure, it's more Asian style, but we are modern people and we do love experiments, especially when the science is so delicious. Please click the subscription button to motivate me film more. And this is how Medovik layers are made. We need to make circles carefully for the cake to look beautiful. And don't throw the cuts. We'll need them later. As my grandma, I make cuts with a spoon, not with a knife. Point of this cake is to bake every layer separately, like big cookies. That can take time, but the taste of this dessert costs every spent minute. This cake is that popular that in Ukrainian shops you can find ready dry dough layers that you just need to soak with syrup and add cream. I usually make it by myself. Made of homemade ingredients, and with love, it's twice more delicious. Classic Medovik. It's only dough and cream. But every Ukrainian family has its own secret ingredient. Walnuts, cherries, blueberries, cranberries, banana or kiwi. And all of these fillings taste amazing with this cake. So, the cream magic starts. And that is what I told about. Homemade eggs and milk are a bit fattier, bright, and have rich taste that will make our cream simply wonderful. Usually, Ukrainians use sour cream, whipped with sugar. This is a classic thing to serve Medovik, cottage cheese pancakes, or cherry dumplings. But I follow my family traditional recipe that passed through generation to generation. With eggs, milk, sugar, and butter, I made custard. I know it's more French, but it was very popular in Soviet and post-Soviet times. And Medovik tastes amazing with it. Do you have a nice family cake recipe? Share, and we can try. Let's get back to our cuts and walnuts. It's not only about rustic, no-waste philosophy. With this crispy and different textures, we will make out soft cake even more delicious and bring all the tastes together. Ukrainians are sweet teeth. We have a lot of amazing cakes and desserts made of local and seasoned products. Holiday without something sweet is impossible. It's a part of Ukrainian hospitality and love to celebrating. Names of Ukrainian cakes is literally the names of main ingredients. Medovik is honey cake, makivnik, poppy cake, Lviv's sirnik, Lviv's cottage cheesecake, and on of the most popular and known is Kiev cake, bize, nuts, and buttercream. Layer by layer, nothing extra, but the result is always so impressive. And the main point of this cake, it needs some time to soak up. Then every dough layer will be softer than a fluff. Some crumbs of dough and nuts on the sides to protect cream from dryness and add some crisp. Isn't it beautiful? I am a creative person, and I like to serve food well. Make sure you've clicked the bell to be always updated. I have a wonderful mood and want to make this evening very special. Celebrating life as the best occasion. It's very typical for Ukrainians, especially while you have guests. If you're visiting Ukrainians, be ready not to fit your pants. And let's get back to chicken wings. Today, it's going to be grilled with an appetizing crust and smoky notes. What a pleasure to have own house and yard. In cities, it's a privilege to make BBQ whenever you want. And with this majestic mountain views, around food seems to taste even better. Wish you can feel the smell, my dears. Soy sauce and honey is perfect for marinade. Meat gets golden color and a unique crust. I love making experiments and try recipes I've never did before because cooking is my favorite hobby. Nothing goes better with meat than grilled veggies. Bright, juicy, and aromatic. These would be great additions to the meal. And now the serving time. Everything must have its own place on the table. And for this special dinner, I took wooden plates to make it look really aesthetic.
Смакота.
Looks even a bit oriental, with a flatbread on the bottom of the plate. I enjoy this process a lot, but seems that my husband wants to start eating as fast as possible.
Ай, таке гаряче.
With oil, mustard, honey, and spices, I made a sauce for veggies and meat. It tastes well together. Finally, our rural dinner starts. Everything is simple, homemade, cooked, and served with a lot of love. And today's star is sure His Majesty honey. Harvest of this year is extremely tasty. Everything tastes wonderful. Veggies are done, but still a bit crispy. Meat is soft with a delicious skin in top. Combo of sweet and savory in every dishes is bringing out with a mustard sauce. I am so proud of this work.
Марсочку, давай тарелочку.
Family recipes are the best ever. Medovik was great. Soft, fluffy, sweet, and making happy with one piece. That was Julia. Please like the video and subscribe to watch more episodes. See you next time.